I think it also helps us understand why, or I guess the different ways that when we misuse other people, like when we treat them in a way that they weren't intended to be treated, we're not giving them the dignity or respect that they deserve, how much more that's going to impact them and influence them because it's not what they were created for or designed for. And so when we use people or treat them like objects, or I guess even just to understand like the things that happen to you as an embodied soul are going to impact you, I think it just gives us a little bit more perspective to understand that, because purity culture and porn culture both, they kind of make us seem like disembodied beings, and that you can maybe have, even in terms of like sexual abuse or these things that are being depicted through pornography, or I think even with purity culture, it's like it only matters what I do with my body. The rest of it doesn't matter. It just technically matters what I technically do in this space. And then we forget that actually the things that we do affect us deeply. And when, in terms of porn, when you dehumanize another human being in such aggressive and violent ways, it's going to impact them. And that's why I think so many times you'll hear people talk about their experiences as maybe like an OnlyFans model or someone who's working on a porn set, or even just yesterday I was talking to someone who was sharing their experiences with hookup culture and was just saying it was like inextricable from alcohol and substance use, because sometimes you just have to numb yourself out when people treat you like an object.
And as somebody who is not as well versed in some of the discussions that you are, as you're discussing this, my mind immediately goes to some of my own experiences about how a person's value and self-worth tie into, how it impacts who they are and how they feel about themselves.